Well, a warm welcome back to our continuing coverage of the 2025 India Open, part of the HSBC BWF World Tour, and we've reached our fifth match. Gregoria Tunjung of Indonesia facing Natsuki Nidaira of Japan. Here is the women's draw. We know already one of the quarterfinals, An Se-young, who was brilliant again this morning, will play Yeo Jia-min of Singapore. The other side of the draw looks quite open, actually. So here is Gregoria Tunjung, ranked at 5 in the world, and that is her best ever, or highest ever position. Become a really serious player at this level in the last year and a half or so.
Natsuki Nidaira, Japan.
And her opponent from Japan, Natsuki Nidaira. Fourth meeting between these two women. Tunjung has won the previous 3. Probably discount the first one. It was back in 2016 in the Asia Junior Championships. Probably more pertinent their last meeting in the Asia Championships, where it was only in October. Tunjung won in 2 games in only 35 minutes.
Hi. Here, red and black. Black is the call. Yeah, you want the toss? Serve. Choose your end. That side. Yeah.
A little concerned, Tunjung. There might be a little bit of moisture on the court, so getting the moppers into action. There's the confirmation. She's ranked 5 in the world, which is her best. 25 years of age now, so she should be pretty much in her prime. And of course, a big moment last year was when she won the bronze at the Paris Olympic Games, albeit there was no actual bronze medal match because of the injury to Carolina Marin. She's a former world junior champion, first Indonesian to do that on the women's side. It's back in 2017. Took an hour nearly to get past Lena Christopherson in the first round, albeit comfortable in the decider. On her first 2 World Tour titles back in 2023 in Spain and then in Japan, and that's kind of what really turned it round for her. Suddenly confidence was flowing and she looked a different player. Other side of the net, we find 26-year-old Natsuki Nidaira from Japan, whose ranking of 22 is also her career best. A former Asian junior champion, started playing at just 5 years of age. She won her first minor tournament in the United States in 2017. She's won 5 more smaller events since. Have to play for more than half an hour in the first round after Lowe retired.
Ready to
Nidaira,
play.
something about playing in the USA obviously agrees with Nidaira. She won her first World Tour event last summer in Fort Worth in Texas, and she became the US Open champion. Kataranga Vishwanath of Sri Lanka is the chair umpire for this one. Be no doubt ably assisted by Bert van Horenbeek of Belgium in the service judges chair.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Gregoria Mariska Tunjung, Indonesia. And on my left, Natsuki Nidaira, Japan. Gregoria Mariska Tunjung to serve, level, play.
So our first look at Gregoria Tunjung on the TV show court in this tournament.
1 love.
I don't think that world ranking of 5 flatters her though, does it, Steen? She's been really good the last year, 18 months.
Yeah, Tunjung.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as of late here, she's looked a little bit off, a little bit perhaps injured or had to take a break to recover. It's positive to see that she's not wearing any strapping. Normally her knee is heavily strapped, so hopefully she's on the way back from injury. It's going to be interesting to see what Nidaira can do, because she's also got a large strapping on her left knee. Or is it the full thigh? It's difficult to see from up here. Knee.
Well, that was extremely impressive early statement of intent.
3,
Indonesian.
1.
And that's the thing. I mean, she's got lovely technical skills, Tunjung.
Every shot in the book, and she's really good to watch, I think, when she's on song.
Yeah. Nidaira on her hand,
1.
more rally style playing type. Normally really solid, and that's going to be the challenge here. Tunjung's technical abilities against Nidaira's retrieval skills and solidity.
Yeah, she's a scamperer, isn't she? She moves very well around the court, the Japanese.
Yeah.
2, 4.
Might be the thigh, you know. That's
Yeah.
a lot of tape on there. Thing is, unlike so many other sports, there's no closed season for badminton. It's 12 months a year. Tournaments available if you want to play 12 months a year.
2.
That's correct. I tried it a couple of, not a couple, but some years ago. There was an off-season of 2 months, but that off-season was filled with other private tournaments, so the players played just as much as if there was an ongoing World Tour. Also seen a couple of private tournaments in November and December. Normally normally there's some kind of appearance fee in those tournaments. That's not the case in the World Tour, except that in the Super 750s like this one and the Super 1000 tournaments, you're actually assured prize money as long as you get into the tournament.
Yep, so just shy of $1,000 US for this event for those who lose in the first round. Next for the winners though, singles winner, more than 66,000 US.
Service over. 3-6. Four, 6.
Wide.
5, 6.
I think it was the back that was the problem recently with Tunjung. As far as I recall it, she retired in Denmark Open. Yeah, in the semi-final against Natsuki, she retired. She got that injury in Arctic Open. She lost out to Han Yue.
Service over.
That hampered her, but she still managed to get to the final in Kumamoto Masters. But since then, it's been a little bit more difficult. Only match won since then is actually obviously yesterday against Line Kristoffersen, but apart from that, in the World Tour finals against Busan and Ongbang Rongpan, who's retired from both Malaysia Open and this India Open here in Delhi.
Eight, 5.
Oy, what a deception that is from Tunjung. Nidaira was on her way to the back line.
Yeah,
look at this.
He can play the powerful smashes. She can also play those delicate touches as well.
Ten, 5. Service over. 6, 10.
It's wide and it's a handy lead at the mid-game break for the Indonesian. 11 points to 6.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Nidaira back on court. Nidaira back on court. Eleven, 6. Play.
Excellent.
Just a lovely shot, wasn't it?
Yeah. One of the problems for Nidaira is that she doesn't have that many shots that goes to the front court and are dangerous, and that's where I thought that she could put some pressure on Tunjung. Tunjung fire all her good shots, overhead shots with deceptions from the backcourt and controlling the rallies. That's going to be difficult for Nidaira to do something about that.
6.
Another exquisite angle from the Indonesian.
Stayed on
14.
Japanese side.
6. Service over. 7-14.
Well, she'll be absolutely sick of seeing that shot, Nidaira, from her side of the net. It's got to be at least 5 or 6 times she's been the victim of it.
Guys from Tunjung, the arm movement exactly the same as if she was going to play a clear. Using the pace just before impact. It's gone long.
16-7.
Been much more lopsided than I imagined. So far, I thought
Service over.
Nidaira could
16.
challenge Tunjung a bit more than has been the case so far.
Well, that's just a bit of a gift
Service over.
from the Japanese,
17,
who's been,
8.
well, outclassed really in this first game so far. Almost like she's playing in a personal shot of the match
18.
competition. So many of those. And once again, Nidaira was just a spectator.
And there's no pressure on Tunjung, so Nidaira can't really close out any corners. All possibilities open for the former world junior champion.
Well, she has to challenge this. It was close enough, but
Challengers called
whether or
out.
not it clipped the line, who knows? So just a couple of points needed now for Tunjung to confirm the opening game.
Yeah, and we've only played 13 minutes That's
19-8.
testament to the dominance that
Back on court.
Tunjung has displayed.
I can't honestly remember a Nidaira winner. Maybe there's been one, I don't recall
Play.
it.
I can't remember it either. There's not that many to choose from, I think.
Service over. 9-19. Ten, 19.
Out the back.
11-19. Service over.
So a whole raft of
20
game
game
points here for Tunjung.
11. Service over.
You read that one. Nidaira.
20. Game.
Well, very, very straightforward.
First game won by
21-12, but it's not even
Gregoria
just the
Mariska
scoreline.
Tunjung.
The nature of that was
21-12.
really one-sided. And Tunjung halfway to a place in the quarterfinal, 21-12.
Game. Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Second game. Second game, low ball. Play.
So can Nidaira put up a better fight of it this second game? See. Well, she was on the back foot, but in the end, the errant shot from Tunjung was rather gifted her the point.
1 low.
Yeah, and super interesting to see if Nidaira can come up with something here, and if this near side really is the better, as the mixed doubles suggested.
2 low.
Wide, but it was a little bit short, that clear from Tunjung.
1 2.
That's nice net from the Japanese.
Service over. 3 1.
Oi, oi, oi.
Wipe the court, please. Service over.
Quick reactions from
2,
Tunjung. Here we can see it.
3.
It's both the knee
Line
and the thigh, I think.
Line judge. Wipe the court, please.
More tape than leg.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Thank you.
What I was saying earlier, Steve, when we were talking about the schedule of tournaments, that there's a temptation for players to play in probably more than they should, and there's just there's no natural recovery time.
No, and you have to learn how to manage your schedule. I can recall when I was coaching, we dreamt of the badminton calendar being like this, so you could actually make a living out of being a badminton player. That was only the top 3 in the world, I think, that was able to do that at that time. Now there's a lot of players that can make a reasonably good living, but you're gonna have to learn to schedule to manage your schedule, and to choose your tournaments wisely. Otherwise, it's gonna cost you in terms of
3
injuries and bad shape.
Well, it's 1 step forward and 2 back at the moment, isn't it, for Nidaira?
Yeah.
That is a magnificent angle. She's played a few of those, but none better than that, I don't think.
Excellent technical skills, Tunjung. Missed it.
Yeah, that would have been a soul-destroying point for Nidaira to lose, but that's Tunjung's error. She got away with it. Space she had, they didn't have to go anywhere near the line, really. Opened up the court beautifully there.
Service over. 6-5.
Doesn't look particularly comfortable to me, Nidaira here. There's a couple of times in this game that she's kind of gone down and rather gingerly got to her feet.
And she was stretching outside of the picture here.
7-5.
Absolutely thumped down the line by Tunjung.
Nidaira, along with a lot of the other Japanese players, played the All Japan National Championships late December here. So, so you could also say that the national schedule is also putting a strain on the players. So coming directly off that tournament where she lost in the final to Miyazaki, then on to Malaysia, and now playing here. So there's a lot of interest for the players that play for company teams in many countries, or for clubs.
An odd time of year to hold that, isn't it? You know, I thought a lot of countries normally use February as their nationals.
Most countries use February, but some use the end of the year. I think Korea does the same as well, and use them as selection trials for the national team.
Service over.
Well, certainly not the runaway that we saw in the opening game, but that looks to me as if it's because Tunjung's taken a foot off the gas a little bit, made a few more errors.
Yeah, but maybe it's more difficult to play on that far side. I tend to believe that's the case. Maybe can't put as much pressure on the clearing game. Beauty.
Service over. 9-7.
Right.
Good leave. She wants to challenge it, but she's not going to get much joy, I don't think, here.
Challengers called out. Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. 10-7. Play. Service over. 8-10.
So, 3-point lead for Tunjung at the break in the game she needs to secure the match.
11-8 interval. Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Nidaira back on court. 11-8. Play. $12-8.
Well reached by Nidaira.
Service over. 9.
It's going to be a hard way to do it for Nidaira if he's going to play catch up in each rally and try and sort of let Tunjung play so many shots that she eventually ends up making an error. She's going to do an awful lot of running. The Japanese.
Oh, she's being encouraged at the moment.
Yeah.
A couple of Tunjung errors in the last 2 points. Right back in the groove though.
Service over. 13-10. Language, wipe the court please. Thank you. Unsighted.
Yep.
So Hawkeye's going to have a look at this. Not a challenge, but because the umpire unable to determine himself whether that was in or out, that Tunjung serve.
Nidaira looked at the umpire as she didn't really understand why he didn't call it.
Incredulous, I think.
She was sure
look.
it was short.
Yeah.
I'm not that certain that it might have. Yeah, crept in. Got a little bit extra pace from touching the top of the tape.
14,
So the incredulity wasn't justified.
play.
Well,
Service over.
from the sublime to the
11,
ridiculous, that was
14.
barely halfway up the net. I think she's actually got an issue with her concentration, Steen, you know, because...
Tunjung?
Yes, well, she hasn't been challenged, really, has she, by her opponent?
No. Everything is towards the back line from Nidaira.
12-14.
Done considerably better in this second game than in the first. On wide.
It's a pity from her point of view because it's one of the
Service
better
over.
exchanges
15.
that she had.
12.
She took much more initiative and put up more pressure on Tunjung, but
Tunjung. Quick towel.
Late on that one.
Natsuki back on court. Line judge, wipe the court, please. 16-12.
That was a bit of a déjà vu situation. The way she ended up there.
Thank you.
Nidaira.
Yeah, and there was a bit of a grimace too, wasn't there? I think she's got to be very careful here.
16-12. Service over. 13-16. Fourteen, 16.
Oh, she was early on that one, Nidaira.
I'll tell you what, she's got to be careful here, Tunjung, if she doesn't want to get pushed into a decider.
16.
Playing much more proactive, Nidaira at the moment. You can also see Tunjung sort of,
Don't you get ready,
when she
sir?
gets the chance, she wants to make the most of it. Sometimes overdoing it in this second game.
Well,
16.
up for grabs now
all.
as far as Nidaira is concerned. Five minutes ago, you wouldn't have given her much of a chance.
Wipe the court, please.
Exactly the same
Service
position.
over. 17.
Well,
16.
she's testing every sinew, Nidaira, every time.
Tunjung. Seventeen, 16.
Wow. Even missed the double lines. That one from Tunjung.
17 all.
Definitely Nidaira with momentum.
And in front.
18-17.
That 6 of the last 7 points.
He had 16-12.
Yeah. Oi.
Service over. 18 all. Use your foot. Play on. Natsuki, play on.
Yeah. Taking a lot of time in between the rallies. Well, they both are actually. I like the way she played back at Tunjung 2 times this rally. Excellent. Best rally I've seen her play.
Service over.
Natsuki Nidaira.
19-18.
Excellent net game.
Couple of good pickups from Nidaira. Not going to get to that though.
Wipe the court, please. Wipe the court, please. Service over. 19 all. Nidaira, show where to wipe. Thank you. Tunjung back on court.
So, match point for the
19.
Indonesian here. Wants to get the job done. Give Nidaira any further encouragement.
Play on, Nidaira. Play on.
Once again, the Japanese delaying.
Nidaira, play now. Service over. 20 all. Coach, do not coach.
It's gone wide.
Wild.
Wipe the court, please. Wipe the court.
But that's also
21-20.
through to Nidaira's better retrieval here towards the end of the second game.
Thank you.
I think Tunjung got lulled asleep when she was 1 game up and 16-12 ahead. And that's
definitely.
hurting her now.
Absolutely.
Well, she might have to
20.
stay on court for a third and decisive game.
So game point here then for the Japanese. Well, you can't falter effort.
Service over. 21 all. Tunjung, Tunjung, Tunjung. Nidaira, show where to aim. Thank you. (21 all).
Well, that's a super shot. And now, the second time of asking.
21.
Match point for a place in the quarterfinals. That was as controlled as the previous attempt down the same line had been wild. And it was moving too.
Well, they have the shuttle. Both are standing in the right-hand field, but nothing is happening. They're just waiting. It's just enormous time wasting. Good retrieval.
Service over. 22 all.
And now Nidaira taking the usual little rest here. Not that Tunjung has been completely innocent of running the clock a little bit.
No, and we have some other some different pictures on TV, but here live in the arena we can actually see the players are standing across the net from each other and just waiting.
So third opportunity here. The racket comes out in Nidaira's hand.
23-22.
And honestly, I think for more than half of this game, she looks like she's in pain.
Yeah, she might be.
She wants to get to the box, to the towel, whatever, almost every point. Match point again then for Tunjung. Finally, she gets there. And it was something of a painful process at the end. 24-22. It's a straight game victory in 46 minutes for the Indonesian, who will take her place in the quarterfinals tomorrow. Nidaira was clearly battling an injury issue, as well as the world number 5.
21-12, 24-22.
And after a pretty one-sided opening game, the second was much tighter. That was the final moment. And it gives us a final scoreline here of a victory for Tunjung, 21-12, 24-22 in 47 minutes. More action coming up in the company of Jill Clark-Steen. Staying on. See you in a moment.
White.
Court 1. Technical officers. Umpire.